Good evening, and thank you for joining another week filled with sports news right here on WNCT's Corner. I am Kelci O'Donnell, and we are just under a week away from tip-off for both the men's and women's Pirate basketball seasons. We mentioned it last week, but in case you didn't know, the Pirates will open in Fort Myers, Florida in the Gulf Coast Showcase. This is the guys we're talking about. East Carolina will take on Indiana State in its opener. This will be season number 3 under head coach Joe DOOLEY, and he likes his young team and says the guys can play in pretty much any situation.
It's been a long preseason because I guess, like you said, of the uncertainty and the waiting. You know, you're not sure. You're waiting for conference schedules. When are you going to play? When are you going to, when are you going to do these things? And the flip side of that is we've been able to do a lot of skill work, a lot of individual work on the floor.
As for the ladies, the Pirates' eyes are locked on the same golden date as well. November 25th will be the season opener for the girls in Towson, Maryland. This will be head coach Kim McNeil's second season at the helm as a Pirate. McNeil's first season in Greenville, she guided the Pirates to the history books on the defensive end of the ball. The team finished second in the country with steals with 407 and steals per game with 13.6. Now, Kim McNeil and the team are seeking to improve on their previous record of 9-21. How about some additional news out on the hard court? The NCAA announced this week it's making plans to hold all March Madness games in Indianapolis in 2021. The 68-team basketball tournament was originally planned to host early round games at 13 different locations across the country. Now, the committee deemed it to be too difficult because of the severity of the ongoing pandemic. NCAA officials have not made a final decision on a host site. However, Indianapolis is high up on their list. The city was already slated to host the Final Four this upcoming year. Now, officials say being in one location will allow them to monitor the spread of COVID-19, similar to the NBA bubble. Turning now to football, the Pirates will head to the city of brotherly love to continue their 2-game road swing this weekend. The guys will head to Philadelphia to play the 1-6 Temple Owls. This is file footage of the Pirates here at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, but heading north, the guys will experience much stricter COVID-19 restrictions. Philadelphia has implemented new COVID-19 guidelines that alters how the Pirates will prepare for this game later in the week when they arrive in Philadelphia. One thing the two things do have in common, having to overcome major obstacles all season long. That includes both coaches as well. Now, I couldn't wrap up Pirate football talk without sharing this incredible moment this week. On Wednesday, head coach Mike Houston surprised receiver Cam Burnett and linebacker Dre Terry with some big news. They are now scholarship athletes. Take a look.
Get your minds and bodies ready. You got a chance to get your legs back up underneath you. We will practice in shells on Sunday, so good practice on Sunday, and then we start game week. Got to have a great week, okay? Okay, anybody got anything else? Okay, Dre Terry and Cam Burnett, you guys need to make sure you see me to sign your scholarship papers for this year.
You gotta love it. Obviously, those two have put in an extensive amount of hard work and dedication to have earned those scholarships. Congratulations to both of those Pirate players. Now, some other big news up on the NFL on Wednesday was announced. The league is placing all teams in intensive COVID-19 protocols to help mitigate the spread of the virus. The use of masks will now be mandatory at all times in team facilities, including during practice and in weight rooms. Meetings now must be held either virtually or in the largest indoor space with approval by the league that each team has available. Now, meals have to be made available for grab and go to avoid players and staff congregating in cafeterias, and time spent in locker rooms also have to be limited. On high school ranks, it's a big weekend for 8-man football. JP2 gets set to host Parrott Academy for the NCIS AA Division I State Championship. Parrott won the regular season meeting between the two 43-32 in Kinston earlier this year. Now, since then, Parrott went on the road and stunned top seed at St. David's to advance to the title game. Earlier in the week, WNCT caught up with head coach Matt BEAMAN, who credits his team for overcoming so much to get to play for a state championship.
That's what I was just talking to my coaches today. I said, guys, we're 4 days away from doing what we wanted to do amongst the COVID battle, you know, the injury bug. I mean, we've experienced it all this year, and we're basically 4 days away from being where we want to be.
In Division II play over the weekend, Bethel Christian knocked off Community Christian 60-14. Now the team will play for a state title this upcoming Friday. Sports reporter Nolan Knight breaks down the team and their journey this far.
The 2020 season began for Bethel Christian Academy. The Trojans were coming off of a state championship loss and returned a senior class of just 2 players. Their success this season was unexpected.
You know, these guys, we really thought that they could be playoff contenders, but like I said, we weren't sure about if we were state championship ready or not. But these guys have had a wonderful, 3 or 4 weeks of a season. Here we are. They got an opportunity Friday night, and I couldn't be more excited for them.
It hasn't been the smoothest season for the Trojans, as COVID-19 has been a huge obstacle, canceling multiple games as the Trojans enter Friday night's state championship game with just 4 games under their belt.
I said, hey, guys, those are things we can't control as a football program. You can't control. All we can control right now is the opponent that's placed in front of us. And that's what our kids have done, and they find themselves with to me, a great opportunity in the midst of everything going on right now.
On Friday, the second-seeded Trojans will travel to Wilson to face off against the top-seeded Pungo Christian Raiders, a team they lost to earlier in the season.
I think we're a better tackling football team now at this point. And a lot of that, I think, has to do with us just being able to string together 3 or 4 weeks, of a football season, and our kids just naturally being able to practice more and get some game experience and stuff like that. So I think that's going to help us going into Friday night.
The Trojans and Raiders will play for the NCIS Division II state title game Friday night at Community Christian Academy at 7 o'clock. Reporting for 90 Your Side Sports, I'm Nolan Knight.
Thank you, Nolan. That will do it for this week's Kelci's Corner. Best of luck to all of the teams here in the East competing this weekend. Thanks for watching.